Hi, everybody, and welcome to episode 35 of Task Force Unlikely. Hail and back. First of all, thank you, Jay, for subscribing. It's your 15th month. Awesome. Fucking awesome.
That's one more than 14.
It's one more than 14. Is that more than Marty, or is Marty also at 15?
Well, I think Marty and I are on the same day,
Okay.
actually, so...
It's been a month, Task Force Unlikely. So, let's do a recap. 23 episodes ago, Task Force Unlikely banished a Godspark of Tiamat from under the city of Waterdeep somewhere. Tarbek cast banishment on it.
I cannot believe that worked!
Fast forward to now. Navira, the only member of Task Force Unlikely currently here, the rest currently in Waterdeep. Navira, Oathbreaker Paladin, her oath broken to Zariel, is in Avernus, Zariel's lair of hell, with Raceland and a bunch of mercenaries in order to, with the explicit plan to kill Tiamat, take her god essence, use it to overthrow Zariel, and then scatter the god essence back into the astral plane. The group, which consists of Arthur, a ice devilish sorcerer, Kriv, a white dragonborn barbarian, bit of a himbo, Fetch, a fox-ish tiefling, and the aforementioned Navira. The group went through hell. They are currently squaring off against Tiamat, with Fetch and Kriv actually fighting it. Or, I'm sorry, Arthur and Kriv actually fighting it. Fetch is currently invisible. Navira is biding her time. Raceland has fallen over. And
that's one way to put it.
Yeah. And an adventurer, a blonde-haired half-elf, has shown up, claiming that she has defeated Tiamat once before, and just showed up. So it is her initiative currently. She yelled at Tiamat. Tiamat looked afraid. She will move very quickly. It looks like she's cast Expeditious Retreat on herself. So she'll clear a wide distance very quickly. And then she will cast a made-up bullshit spell. She will swirl her hands, and a giant illusory white dragon will appear and will breathe frost on Tiamat.
I have to learn that one.
Does Kriv recognize this white dragon?
Illusory dragon is a very real spell. Sorry.
It is a real spell. It's a made-up bullshit spell.
From Snoop's book of made up bullshit.
It is.
Good book.
Yeah, Kriv. This does look like kind of like Eisendraug. It's definitely, she seems to be drawing from a memory of a white dragon she has seen, and Eisendraug appears before you and breathes frosty breath on Tiamat.
Kriv just starts like screaming and like, yeah, now you're done.
Go Frosty Linda!
Oh, right, that's what we agreed the translation was.
Her Eisendraug roughly translates to Frosty Linda, because I cannot remember Eisendraug for a long time. Okay. D&D Beyond needs to get its dice thing working. Okay. And Tiamat will take some damage. Okay. Fetch, it is your turn.
So you can't really tell because Fetch is invisible right now, but when Raceland fell, they kind of checked out and just sitting there watching, and now they've kind of just like leaned forward, done the flying invisible equivalent of sat up and started paying attention again.
Excellent. Still just taking in the surroundings, but more attentively than before?
Pretty much, yeah.
Excellent. Arthur.
Arthur is lamenting how he really should have saved a 5th level spell slot for Hold Monster. And he is going to get in the Kamehameha stance, and he's going to cast Chromatic Orb again.
Okay.
Chromatic Orb Ice, obviously. And I need to make a... yes, that is a... I do need to make an attack roll for that one.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Nat 1.
Okay. So...
Welcome back, everyone.
So you charge up this crackling ball of ice and shoot it, and it just melts in the arid air of hell, and just always next round.
Kind of just shakes out his hands like, fuck, it's hot here. And that's really all I can do, unfortunately. So I'll just stand back here. I think I was with Navira at the time, and kind of get icy. I don't know.
She's gonna look at him like, wow.
Doing more than you are.
Are you?
Not this round.
Okay.
Arthur, take 1d4 emotional damage.
You know, I can afford to. I got full health.
Vera's been hanging out with Gayle too much. Okay.
See, Gayle would have cost him some emotional damage for sure.
Okay.
That would have been 1d8.
At least.
Plus charisma.
Tiamat seems hyper-focused on the wizard who just showed up and will lash out at her violently and do a crap ton of damage.
Question, is she attacking? Tiamat?
Yes. Tiamat's
Okay,
attacking,
sorry.
yes.
I thought she might have been casting a spell.
No, she started clawing and whipped her tail at the wizard, and the wizard is taking it with some dignity, but still looks like it hurts.
Mm-hmm.
Kriv.
Eve is still raging. He's raging last time. And he's gonna get pumped up because he saw a big white dragon. So he's just gonna whack her a couple times with his great axe.
Okay.
That is a 8 plus 7 is 14? No.
It's 15, but 15 is
15.
a miss.
I'll whack him again. Oh, that's better. That's a 19 plus 8, so that's 27.
That is a hit.
Yeah. So... ooh, and I got a 12 on my die. So that's 12, 16, 18 slashing slashing damage.
Okay.
And then she takes another 4 damage for the elemental crystal.
Okay, excellent.
Ice damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Barbarians hit hard.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Gonna do a big hit.
The diminished group of mercenaries, terrible. Absolute garbage. They, not even close.
Why'd did you guys even show up?
Highest roll. They were helping the first time that they rolled 3 2s. Unlikely.
Doing well, I vaguely remember.
Yeah, they were doing okay before this.
Well, in fairness, Arthur's very mean, so...
Navira. She does not appear to be terribly close to death. She is certainly bloodied and wounded. But you wouldn't say... I mean, several very good smites might. Like, we're talking, like, 76 points of damage smites kind of things. Like, 2 of them, maybe, would take her out. But...
I know, I'm holding.
You're still holding? Okay.
Because 36 points of damage was a one-time thing.
It was...
For now.
I mean...
We'll wait until we get a couple levels up before we attempt something like that again.
Level 11, you get that extra 1d8.
True.
Is this a concentration spell? It is. Okay. The wizard will swirl her hands, and the illusory white dragon will rear its head and breathe on Tiamat once again. She's gonna succeed, but take some damage still. Fetch.
Just still watching.
Excellent. Can I get a perception check from you, please?
Probably not. 9.
9. What would that be if it was an Arcana check?
17.
17. Excellent. Okay. Your renewed focus on the battlefield, watching this wizardess cast her spells, your eyes are once again drawn to Raceland, and you don't think Raceland is unconscious. He's playing possum. He seems to be moving his hands ever so slightly as if he is casting a spell.
Noted.
Excellent. Arthur. Daniel?
All right, Arthur is going to throw out. I guess really the only thing I could do is chromatic orbs out the wazoo. Arthur is going to use a chromatic orb at 3rd level.
Okay.
Come on, man, I really need this. Okay, that's a decent. That's a 20. Dirty 20.
20 is a miss against
come
Tiamat.
on.
It's Tiamat!
I know. That's a big spell slot. Okay, I'm going to start using saving throw stuff then.
That's a big spell slot, and we're fighting a big god.
That's true. Grumble, grumble.
Anything...
I would like to. Sorry to cut you off.
No. I was just about to ask if there's anything else you want to do.
Just so I can do something this round, I'm going to quicken spell. I think Toll the Dead is a saving throw. Let me check.
Will save.
Yes. I'm going to use Toll the Dead. And it has to make a will save or take 1d12. Sorry, 2d12, because, level 5.
She will roll a 35.
It's just not... I'm going to just,
Sorry.
It's fine. I get it.
It's not her best save, but it is among her better saves.
No, I get it. It's a god. I mean, I just, not a whole lot I can do at this point.
Okay.
I picked I built a nuker. I figured this would happen eventually.
Okay. T-Mat's turn. T-Mat seems hyper-focused at this point. It's not looking good for Lita. Okay. She will cast Shield to deflect one of the attacks, but the other two hit her. Kriv.
I'm going to do what Kriv does best and keep whacking it.
Do it.
That's a 25 to hit.
25 is a hit.
And then... Oh, that's another 12. So full damage. 12 plus 4 is 16. Plus another 3 is 19. And then plus 1 from the crystal.
Wow, okay.
Arthur's just...
Do it again, yeah.
Do it again.
Arthur's standing there going, man, I should have been a barbarian.
And that's but that's a 17.
17
I only
is
rolled it.
a miss.
I can either roll really well or really poorly. There's no in between.
You got a lot of your bad rolls out fighting that random dude last time.
Oh my! Oh yeah.
Okay. Mercenaries are going to go. Let's see if they have a better turn. Slightly. I'll hit once.
Rolled 3s instead of 2s.
Yeah. Lowest roll was only a 6 this time. Okay.
Look, that means it's going up by times 3 every time. Next roll is going to be like 27. I'm good at math.
It's exponential, right? That's how curves work.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. As long as it's in our favor.
Okay. That's good. Okay. Navira, before your turn, Venger reappears, flying over the horizon. And he lets out a blast with his hand. Terrible. Absolute garbage. There's that 2 again. And he will send a blast careening and just, really? Dude, you're supposed to be scary.
Wonder he had trouble fighting a bunch of kids.
Yeah, you know what? Show's making a lot more sense now. Navira, about the same situation as before. She's certainly hurt, but it would take a lot to knock her out in your turn.
Reach over to the wizard. I'm going to place a hand on her shoulder, and I'm going to give her 20 hit points.
Excellent.
That means I don't delay my turn because I need an action for that. So, there we go. But yeah, just keep her going.
Okay, we can do that. Okay. Lita nods at you and kind of puts up her hand, like Doctor Strange did in Endgame, like 1. And she will swirl her hands, and one of the features of Vernus is comets streak from the sky and hit the ground containing souls, and devils go and fight over the souls that are emitted from these comets. And she'll spin her hands around, and a rain of those comets will come and hit Tiamat as she casts a meteor swarm.
And that's Meteor Swarm, and that's what you should have done, Raceland. Yeah, sure, basic fireball, that's a choice.
Not even Kona cold.
Okay, so she is... Let's see. Tiamat succeeds. She will succeed, so she'll take half of this damage, but still, it's fucking Meteor Swarm.
Half of 40d6 damage.
Yep. Which actually...
Half of a level 9 evocation.
Oh, wait. No, she's an Evoker Wizard. What does that mean she can do to that?
A level 20 Evoker Wizard? Oh, shit. Ooh. Someone's about to die. I don't know if it'll be Tiamat, but...
Okay, she can't do much to it. She does add some extra damage, but not... She can't over-channel it. That would be broke.
But she can avoid hitting 20 people with it.
Yeah, she is sculpting this spell, and it is just peppering the heads of Tiamat. Okay.
Man, I wish I could do that.
God steady, a nice face.
That is Fetch. It is your turn. Making fun of Raceland. You suck, Raceland.
Not out loud, no, but I am going to keep my attention on him.
Okay. Excellent. Okay. Arthur.
I mean, I guess I'll miss another chromatic orb. I'll just cast it at first level because I'm almost certain this is gonna miss, but like I can't just stand by and do nothing. Because he wants that sweet dragon horde. So I am going to. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, I got a 24.
24 is a hit.
You're the one that hit.
24 is a hit.
I just annoyed that I only used the level 1 spell slot is all. So that's 3d8, correct?
For Chromatic Orb? Let's see.
I should know this. I use this like every round. I'll check. You don't have to.
I got D&D Beyond open. It's 3d8. You are correct.
All right. So yeah, a big icy bowling ball hits Tiamat, and that's 3d8 plus my charisma mod, which is 4, because I'm a draconic sorcerer. So that's 6. 8. Oh, nice. Oh. 6, 8, 6. So that is 24 damage. Okay. And it's just like a full-on pitcher, like baseball of ice.
Okay, excellent.
Full wind-up and everything.
Yes, but you also said bowling ball, so I choose to imagine it makes those same sounds.
Maybe like a shot put. We'll have a compromise. It's like
Tiamat's head turns into a bowling pin, like cartoon style.
You can overhand a bowling ball. It just takes a whole lot of effort.
Let's go with the bowling ball one. That's better because there's 5 heads. And when it hits, he's like, yes, but like down on one knee.
Okay. Tiamat looks real bad. So she's going to attempt to get the woman, the wizard, and will knock out Lita.
I like all the scratching out noises.
That's what I do when something gets knocked out. Kriv. I just exit a bunch of times for whatever reason.
Working before, Creep's just gonna whack her. Oh no, that's a 3.
Nope.
You did your best.
That's a dirty 20. That's not gonna hit.
That's not a hit, sorry.
Oh.
The giant cool frost dragon disappeared and it threw you off your game.
It's my dragon.
Okay.
Goodbye, dragon.
Okay, mercenaries go. They have a very mediocre turn. Navira. Tiamat looks very, very, very hurt.
Cool. Guess it's time to step up now with my 82 hit points and like my 5 spell slots I've got.
I mean, Creep has 24. This last, like, half hour, so...
I pull out my big old fuck you sword. Tell Tiamat to suck it. That's not how that works. Oh my god, my dice is too big to fit through it. Never mind.
Oh.
Then it couldn't fit that small enough, so. There we go.
Come on,
21?
dice.
21 is a miss.
Oh well, at least I got 2 hit points.
Second attack.
Second attack. Oh fuck, that's an 18.
18 is a miss.
That was worse. It's so much fucking worse. God damn it. Alright, well.
I'll need new dice.
Do you get that aura or something on those attack rolls?
Now they increase damage.
It's only damage, and also, my modifier is already plus 10. So,
Yeah. You
they
think
were
one of
just
those
bad
should
rolls.
hit.
Yeah. What's your charisma score?
16.
Excellent.
Plus 3.
Plus 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tiamat
Navira actually
100% benefits from that aura. So.
Yeah.
Oh, Lita's down. She's going to make a save. She saves. Is there anything you would like to do on your turn?
Tiamat's blind spot.
Navira. That's under the head.
She doesn't have. She
No.
doesn't have many of those, but she's gonna try to find it and stay in it.
Okay.
Well, if she's literally sitting on you, she can't see you.
Yeah, but you can't see much of anything either.
You're also being crushed by the Queen of Dragons, so...
Yeah. Okay. Fetch.
Grayson still doing things?
Yes.
I will continue to watch those things and try to know what they are.
Okay. What he is doing, he seems to be certainly casting a ritual of some kind. It does seem to be, from your understanding and your master, it does seem to be a binding ritual. It's real. He's real subtle. Like, yes, Navira. No, just okay.
I have concerns, but my character is not aware of this, so she cannot voice them.
Same.
Arthur.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like, oh yeah, Tiamat hits you for 400 points of cold damage or whatever.
Not yet.
Okay.
Yet.
Second level chromatic orb.
Okay.
Let's go. More ice damage. That is a 23.
23 is Tiamat's armor class.
All right. What kind of ball is it this time?
Bocce ball.
A what?
Bocce ball.
Bocce ball.
I gotta look that up. Oh, okay.
It's like a tiny little hard heavy ball.
Sure. Let's go with that.
You lob it.
All right. He lobs it.
Okay. How much damage?
That's 4d8 plus 4. 6. 6. 8. Oh my god, 6, 6, 8, 8. This d8 is amazing. So that's 28 plus 4. That's 32 points of cold damage.
Okay. Looking real bad. That's that. Tiamat will rear her head back and ask Kriv, Arthur, and Navira to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh, I have advantage on that.
Oh, that's not bad.
I'm quite far away from everybody, so I don't think I get any bonuses from Navira.
That's 18 for me.
21.
It's 21.
Only 15.
15, okay.
Never does that good on dexterity. Damn.
21, good job.
Yeah, she rolled a 19, which means it's an 18, but plus her aura, 21.
I'm almost sure that a 15 does not save, given that my save DC is a 16.
Navira, you take 33 acid damage as the black head of Tiamat hawks a massive line of acid shooting through the battlefield. Kriv and Arthur, you take 67 points of acid damage.
And I am down.
Okay.
And probably missing a lot of skin at this point.
And a bunch of mercenaries also go down. Okay. Kriv,
Yeah.
can I get a death saving throw, please?
The 12.
12? Okay, you're good. Navira.
Oh, she just got acid on my nice armor, so...
I mean, that would actually make it cleaner.
Armor's Tarbek tough, though.
Tarbek tough.
It's probably acid treated.
It just makes the patterns prettier, Tiamat.
Exactly.
Yeah, you made it glow. Alright. Let's hit this dragon for all she's worth. That's a natural 1. I'm gonna try that again.
Okay.
That's much though. That is fucking a natural dirty 20.
You're so close. Yeah, anything you could do to add or re-roll that? What's Redeemer doing?
No. The second attack is all I get.
Okay. Can you take like a quick 2-level dip in fighter for action surge? Okay.
Right now.
Lita rolls a natural 20 on her death saving throw.
She has a hit point.
So she has 1 hit point. And she gets up on one knee. She's, got a giant swollen eye, blood trickling down her mouth, and she just gives the finger to Tiamat, and from it casts a magic missile, and they all just shoot an anime missile. Let me roll a bunch of d4s. Okay. So close. Fetch.
Noting that was just a lot of magic missiles at once, and then just watching Raceland still.
Okay. Can I get a death saving throw, Arthur?
Well, drop the d20. Okay, I gotta roll not so hard in the future. That's a 4, so that's a fail.
Okay, that's 1 fail.
Yeah.
Those might both miss. What's your armor class, Navira?
Team.
Okay. Seeing that Lita got back up, Tiamat is mad, so she will claw once at Lita and knock her back over. She is still a wizard. But then she will turn to you, and you withstood her acid. You keep attacking her, and she's just like, come on. And just rolled a 1 and a 2, and her claws just bounce off of Tarbek's armor. It's Tiamat proof. That can go on the next label.
Tarbek, tough.
Cannot wait to go back home and tell Tarbek about how this armor withstood Tiamat not once but twice.
I'm very disappointed in you, but also
Up the price that way.
exactly.
Kriv, can I get a death saving throw, please?
It's a 9.
Okay.
So close.
So close. Navira, do you have an aura that pumps saving throws?
Yes.
Yes,
Wait.
actually, my aura protection gets +3 to anyone within 10
Okay.
feet.
Kriv is within 10 feet, so that'll be a success.
Okay.
Oh, what was it? Oh,
Yeah, because you got my +3.
Yeah, because even though it's still it's a death saving throw that you normally don't add a modifier to, but Paladin auras add a modifier to it. It's just rare. But yeah, so that
I'll
would
take it.
change the 9 to 12. Navira, it is your turn again.
Please, dear God. Okay, that would go off. Okay, 23.
23 is Tiamat's armor class.
Alright.
Woohoo!
smite.
Come on, give us the 76 damage. We really need it right now.
76 damage happened on a natural 20, so
I know.
I don't think we're getting that level quite yet.
Maybe like 33.
Maybe, hopefully. Is that enough? No, this is not. Sorry. There. I'm hitting her with a level 3 Divine Smite.
Excellent.
Oh, goodness. We lost some.
Tiamat is a fiend, so you add another d8.
Oh, dear God. I don't even know if I have enough D8 for this roll. Oh, goodness. Okay, we'll just reroll another D8.
Yeah.
Okay, so 12, 16, 20, 28, 33, 35 plus. Oop, come on. 40 points of damage. Wait, plus my +9. Sorry. 40. Strength plus proficiency?
Just strength, not plus
Just strength,
proficiency.
okay.
Oh, but plus your aura, so it's strength plus charisma.
So 48 points of damage.
Okay. To steal another person's catchphrase, how would you like to do this?
Paladins also hit hard.
It's true. Best burst damage in the game.
I'm going to just skewer my sword through the neck of Tiamat and whisper and lean down and whisper to her in Infernal, just, I'm sorry.
Okay. Tiamat bellows And the 5 statues that you saw above the mouth of the volcano, they very briefly glow brightly as if they are made of a gemstone of the appropriate color. Emerald, ruby, onyx, diamond, and who am I missing? Blue, lapis lazuli.
Maybe sapphire.
Sapphire is the better one. Lapis is like all weird and smooth. Thank you. They glow and then crumble. Tiamat bellows, and all of her heads start pointing to the sky and spewing the elements as they slowly are diminished. And Navira, arcing down your sword, you can feel this immense divine energy. As soon as you deal the killing blow, out of the corner of your eye, you see Raceland start to move more animatedly, like clearly he's up. And he, very spryly, which you're surprised at because he's been very kind of withered and frail this entire time, gets to one knee and starts spinning his hands as if he's trying to finish casting a spell.
I tackle him
Okay.
using my athletics.
Yeah, no, I'm not even going to make you roll. You tackle Raceland. He's got like a -2 strength, and you're buff as hell.
Alright. Yeah, no, she's going to be whatever you're going to do to take this power for yourself. Don't you fucking dare.
Okay.
Should I make the rest of my death saves? By the way?
Arthur and Kriv finish making death saves, and then I'm going to ask Fetch what they're doing.
I don't get any bonuses.
You are far enough back from Navira that you do not.
18.
Okay.
2. Guys, so Arthur, having sustained severe acid burns, unfortunately perishes at the hands of the breath of Tiamat. And his corpse, mangled by the extreme acidity, and having literally been killed in one shot from full health, lets out a last dying gasp before going completely limp. Whoops.
That's our first on-stream character death.
Is that the in the whole history of the show?
Yep.
Oh,
in the whole history, that is, I have never killed a PC before.
That Navira hung back was because she knew that was a possibility in fighting Tiamat. So, rest in peace, Arthur.
yeah. I feel like if we're gonna kill off a character, it might as well be this one. I'm just gonna mute my mic for the rest of the.
Nobody comments.
Go finish some baking or something.
First of all, Tarbek might come back at some point in this episode, so Tarbek's not dead. That's
I know. I'm kidding.
He's so sad.
Kriv, death saves.
Oh,
Wait, since we're in hell,
And then I rolled an 18. So I think I make it.
Okay, so you're good. I
Yeah.
don't know if Arthur is permadead or not. He might be.
Well, no, but here's the thing. Since we're in hell, does he just come back and it's like Arthur, but like a devil now?
Well, there's that. I was considering if he is a proper fiend. Fiends die permanently if they are killed in the hells.
I think mortals do die, but his soul is very much pledged to Levistus. Given they're sort of related, maybe it's questionable.
Well, we'll see. Right now, he is certainly dead. That vessel is destroyed.
Yeah, I just thought it would be funny if he walked up, but just his horns are slightly larger now. It's like, hey guys.
Okay. Navira tackles Raceland and says, "Don't you dare!" Fetch, from above, you can see it does seem to knock the concentration off of Raceland, and you can feel, even from this distance, a spell snap. What would you like to do?
The spell snap as in it stops,
As
right?
in it stops.
It's no longer working?
Correct.
Okay. And am I close enough to hear them?
You're not the most observant person, but you can certainly get close enough to hear them. Not from... It depends on how far away are you. How far... Are you, like, 30 feet?
Yeah, we'll say 30 feet.
Yeah, then I'd say you can hear them, and Navira's probably not being very quiet. Navira tells him to stop it.
Keep waiting.
Okay. Raceland hisses back at you, Navira. This was always the deal. Take the power. What else would we do with it? What else was the point of this?
I'm not going to let you take the power, do whatever it is you want to do with it, and then keep it. We are destroying. I can't remember her name. Zariel.
Okay.
My character, we're destroying Zariel, and then we're letting it go. And I'm going to make sure beyond all certainty that happens. And if you think that I can trust you even the slightest bit, then you are fooling yourself.
He says, I have waited a long time for this moment. You know nothing of suffering. And better than you have tried to stop me. But you can tell he is so frail right now. Like, he legitimately took a bunch of hits from Tiamat.
Like, press her weight down a little bit more.
Okay.
She's like, you want enough suffering, old man? I could break you right now.
How many hit points do you have remaining?
49.
Okay. Wow.
Right, put me to sleep.
Not quite.
I don't like that. Navira is brave, Mira is not.
Okay. He says one of his made-up words. He says, Kothos. And you feel your body become rigid, and you are stunned.
I'd like a counterspell, please.
Excellent. Please make a charisma check to see if you can counter power word stun.
$13.
13. Okay. You fail to counterspell Raceland. Raceland pushes Navira over, and Navira, stiff like a statue, kind of just hits the ground awkwardly. And Raceland goes to continue casting his ritual. But you can tell he thinks something is wrong, and he kind of takes his staff and slams it on the ground, and it looks like he casts Detect Magic. And then he looks at Navira. Navira. You feel your body grow stiff, and you can still witness everything. You just can't move. You get pushed over, and as soon as you hit the ground, the plane turns bright white, as if a plane of infinite light. And appearing before you is the outline of a person. They seem to be made of light. They're wearing black, very somber robes. The only real feature you can tell about them is they have a giant white beard. And they look at you and they say, Navira, it is not every day that a mortal defeats a god.
I wouldn't say so either.
There are certain rules that must be upheld. They say, are you, kind of laughing to themselves, are you a religious person?
It's complicated.
Navira thinks about that for a second and she says, let's go with no.
Nods. I normally have to deal with this sort of thing when gods fight each other. It's different when mortals get into the picture. They lack a sense of scale. What would you do?
Destroy Zario.
Though powerful, she is not a god, and therefore I could do nothing to stop you. I will say, stop short of Asmodeus, lest I must get involved again.
I'm not messing with him.
He says, or they say, what would you have dominion over?
No. I'm gonna keep this.
Cock their head to the side. What?
Yeah. I've got a family and a home to go back to. I did this for one reason, and it was to protect them. And I don't need it after.
This has never happened before. They always want the power. You don't want... There are like a bunch of... Let it be known. You open your eyes back in hell. Fetch, from above, Navira is glowing blindingly. And you can tell the spell is just dispelled off of her. Navira, you feel amazing, as if you could do anything.
Can I heal the people around me so that they're not hanging on by a thread?
Yeah.
Make Arthur alive again.
I mean, like, would she, though? Arthur's kind of a dick.
She's known worse. Up you go.
Okay. Arthur, you are healed to full.
Whew! I have seen the other side. Oh wait, shit! I'm still there. Fuck. It's awkward. I think I was like 4 layers down. I think. Was on my way back. I'm very confused right now. Actually, it's like I was dead and then I wasn't dead. Turns out when you make a pact, it's kind of just like a very smooth trend. Oh my god, what the fuck happened to Navira?
Kriv, you are healed. The mercenaries variously get up. Venger on his horse is just like, fuck this. And peels away. You can hear in the distance the lament of dragons. And for the first time, you feel so clear-headed. But there are limits. There are some limits to your power. You can do almost anything, but not quite everything. And it feels as if it's been stitched together and not well. And the power itself is not evil, but it has been used by evil for so long. You can feel pressing against your mind greed and anger and vanity and other things that are associated with dragons. Cruelty, treachery, bloodthirstiness. But you have a very strong sense of self, and you have a very strong sense of purpose. And thinking about your family centers you. And you banish those thoughts, and you can feel your power coalesce and center around your heart, and warmth radiates through your entire body. What would you like to do?
I face everyone, and I just give a blindingly, stern stare to Raceland.
Yep. He stands and he just, no. He looks around as if, do I get a second shot at this? And he levels his staff at you and then lowers it.
Can I make him pee his pants?
Sure. He's not wearing pants, but you see a spider web of piss roll down his robes. Oh, I gotta change these now.
Yeah, she just giggle at that a little bit, and then
Hey, what's the first thing you did when you became a god, Navira?
Made an old man piss his robes.
I know. She's like, all right.
This is embarrassing. I just realized Arthur would not have died. I had 10 temporary hit points I forgot about.
Oh, well.
Well, it was super dramatic.
Yes.
So
Yeah, it's whatever.
Right. She turns to everyone and she's like, there's one thing left to do, and it's to destroy the bitch who rules this plane. Let's go.
Okay. So, do you want to take them with you? Okay. So, in a flash, you don't teleport because teleporting doesn't quite work in hell, but you, as if moving at super speed and not even moving your feet, you slide across the plain and into Zariel's castle. Well, yeah, let me get a picture of Zariel. She's in Mordenkainen's Town of Foes, I think. I hope.
She is. I have it right here, but I'm not going to look at it because that would be metagaming. But at the same time, I really want to look at it.
Okay, so a very scary-looking devil lady. I wish I had Descent into Avernus, because I do love her on the cover of that book. But, let's see, Zariel's lair. It's a basalt citadel. Let's see. There we go.
yes, that one.
That one. Okay. So, you appear before Zariel, and Zariel looks at you confused, and says, "Who dares enter my chambers unbidden?"
Can
Say that again?
come on. It can't have been that long.
She squints at your radiance and says, "Captain Navira? The traitor."
I'd imagine at this point I'd be stripped of that rank.
Yeah, and she reaches for her spear and her sword and pulls them and says, "What is the meaning of this?"
Can I disintegrate them?
Sure.
Just-
Zariel, taken aback, takes a step back and attempts to cast Fireball. The fireball streaks towards Navira, and she waves a hand as it disintegrates into soot and bat poop and kind of splatters onto the ground in front of you.
Shouting at Navira, "Yeah, you go."
Thanks, Kriv.
Yeah.
Many friends. Yeah, because I've made those now. Just so you know. Friends. Family. People who wouldn't stab me at the back of the first chance they got.
She says, "They're just using you."
Oh, see. Yeah, no, the manipulation. Oh, that was always your fallback, wasn't it? See, at this point, like, I don't know if you can tell, but I can't be manipulated. Like, maybe if I was, like, my normal self, but, like, I don't know if you can tell that some things have changed. Kind of the vibe I'm giving off right now.
She says, continuing to try and play her mind games, "Power corrupts, Navira. Do you think I was always this way? No. I know you.
Yeah, I know the story about your fall. You only told it every chance you got.
It's a good story."
That one gif of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. You told us the story 1,000 times, and you'll hear it again! Yeah, she's like, look. Yeah, I know power corrupts. That's a whole adage that we've all been hearing all our lives. But you know what else it can also do? It can do this. And she'll just conjure up a plate of cookies and hand it to her.
Oh. She looks at the cookies and says, "Poisoned, surely."
Yeah.
"What do you want?" Tossing the cookies aside.
Oh, you made her toss her cookies.
And she's gonna try and kill her.
Okay.
Try.
Walk me through Navira's thought process on this. What is she thinking? What does she want to do?
Wants Zariel to see everything that Navira went through. Everything she felt, every feeling that she had. She wants her to know the love and the joy and admiration that she has for her party, and then she wants her to feel nothing. be the end.
Um,
She also wants everyone around her to feel the joy that she has for her party.
did you bring Raceland with you, or is it just Arthur, Fetch, and Kriv?
I want Raceland here, but I don't want him to do anything, so
Okay.
I kind of got him like...
Okay, so yeah, he's locked in spectral chains. You've taken his staff from him. Okay, so the rest of you, as described, feel the immense love and camaraderie of Task Force Unlikely. And the adorable, offbeat family they have built. And you see everything Navira has gone through in that journey. All of the suffering that she felt she put her friends through by deceiving them at the start, her change of heart, all of the stuff before that, her torment in the hells at this woman's hand. Zariel is openly weeping. Her flaming wings sputter out, and just the kind of bat spines at the top remain. She falls to her knees and laments how far she has fallen.
I will take my hand and like put it on her face and just say no more pain.
And she fades away.
And I send a message to Kaw and Tarbek and Gayle, and I fill them with comfort, and I tell them I'm coming home.
Okay.
You probably hear the sigh of relief from Avernus.
Not through sending or message or anything, just like
Just,
a
no,
literal
yeah,
sigh.
exactly.
What do you do with these 4 people? Raceland, Fetch, Kriv, and Arthur.
Pockets with coins,
Okay.
first of all. Just about as much as I could fit in there. I pat Kriv on the shoulder and give him visions of Linda Dragon.
Like openly weeping, like, oh, thank you, bro.
And yeah, and I'll be like, I never really figured the 3 of you out, but you helped me, so thank you.
And then do you send them home? Okay. So Navira waves her hands, and your pocket's heavy. You pull out coins that have various reliefs of a dwarf with a beard on fire, a half-elven woman, a kenku with a heavy shroud over her face, and an adorable little donkey. And though you do not recognize the tender, they are certainly made of pure, beautiful gold that shimmer. And Kriv, you are sent back to your Arctic home in the glacial rifts of Sviardbjarg. Fetch back to the city of doors. And Arthur, you are sent down to several layers below of hell. A feat you did not think was possible by anything other than apparently divine edict.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Can I steal Raceland's staff before I go?
Navira, do you allow that?
No.
No? Okay.
And then he just vanishes.
The only one left, Navira, is Raceland. What would you like to do?
I go up to Raceland, and I'm still holding his staff. And I tell him, "Now mark me, old man. I'm not going to keep this power. I don't want it. I'm sure as hell not going to give it to you. But I am going to give this back to you." If she says this before releasing the chains.
Mm-hmm.
But just so you know, if you ever come after me, my friends and family, we're not going to need the power of a god to kick your ass. All right?
He says, "You are a fool to give this power up, but you are cunning enough to take it from me."
You were a fool to chase it.
Oh.
Raceland, take 1d4 emotion.
Yeah. Raceland looks hurt as he is sent back to Kryn, pocket full of gold. These don't do anything here. You find yourself floating on a beautiful sea of stars. And all around you, you can see floating giant bodies. Some of them seem to be moving under their own power. Some of them seem to be resting. Some are decaying corpses. And you look around the astral sea. You can occasionally see a smaller person passing through the astral sea ghosts. They appear to you. And the shining figure from before with the beard reappears and says, "You are content to give it up, then?"
Right.
I think the world needs more people like you, Navira.
Look that far. I've got a house full of them.
He nods and he says, "Indeed." And he puts his hand over your heart, not touching you, but close to your armor. And he pulls a shimmery strand from you and sends it back into the astral sea. And he says, "I don't know what will become of that. It will be interesting."
Hopefully something better than it was.
He says, "It is not my place to judge good or ill, but a sentiment I can still agree with." And they wave their hand, and you are on the front porch of the manor in Waterdeep.
Crying. She was just full on weeping.
Kaw, your passive perception is through the roof. You can hear Navira crying on the front porch no matter where you are in the house.
Getting a plate of cookies and a glass of milk and we're going out.
Okay.
She just collapses in your arms. And it's you can feel fear and relief and joy. It's just everything that you feel she's been holding back for so many years.
Kaw is going to thaumaturgy very loudly make the sound of a blacksmith hammer and a lock open.
Gayle and Tarbek, you hear both of those things clear as crystal from the front porch.
Tarbek kind of gets up. He's not really expecting anything. He just figures this is for something sort of very
You
standard.
hear them again.
He's getting up very slowly. He's not been doing so great these past couple days. And he'll sort of slowly make his way down the stairs.
Gail would Gail would have been like panicking about the letter she like left underneath Navira's door. So she hasn't like gone full like I'm just gonna pick the lock, but she has been sticking things underneath the door, trying to like get the envelope back, changing her mind, going back again. So, but once she hears what Lady Kaw's cry, she'll come down.
Yeah, and you all see Navira has returned. Somehow her armor is more gleaming than before. Looks acid etched. But perfectly clean of soot or any sort of travel wear. And yeah.
Tyrek will sort of sidle on over and sort of look down at her crying and go, and he thinks about starting a lecture, but he'll just be like
Glare.
and then he'll kind of sigh and join the group hug. It's a lot of metal though, probably in this group hug. Still though,
All the bangles and the armor.
very clangy,
Very loud group hug.
Okay.
Right. Hard. Like I want to be doing right now.
Gail will just sit down next to Navira and just like pretty close, but not that close, but just like there.
Pulls her in. All that -1 strength modifier that she's got, you're getting pulled into this hug.
I mean, I also have a -1 strength modifier, so.
Oh, it's very sweet.
I gotta look up on them. She's be like, I have a lot of explaining to do. First, I just want to say thank you, and I love all of you. Saved my life. Things are probably going to be different now, but I think they're going to be better.
Outlook great. Which is in Navira's voice, if you recall.
I don't know for sure what's going on, but I'm very happy to have you back. And Tarbek, who's usually tries to stay quite stoic, will actually start crying as well. And be like, don't you scare me like that again! You're going off without telling us what you're doing! It just full, and he's like lapsing into Dwarven a couple of times as well. He's very hard to understand.
Every now and then a tear hits his beard and there's a little puff of steam.
Exactly.
I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was a god?
What?
I mean, one.
Hmm?
Which god did you meet?
I met all of them, I think. And then, Zariel's dead. I mean, as dead as something like her can get, but yeah.
Tarbek has a lot of kids he needs to tell.
Anyway, that's why I went down there. Anyway, that's the short of what happens.
So what happens in hell now?
I don't want to find out.
Well, you don't have to, because if you ever go back there again, I was going to say I'll make sure you stay there, but I don't think you'll ever be going back there again.
Yeah,
Not
we are.
one way nor the other.
Well, we'll probably be done with plane hopping, at least for a little bit.
Yeah, I should probably make a safe for that there skull thing.
Yeah.
You know, I admit, when I heard you'd gone to Avernus, I was a little bit worried you'd lapsed back into your old ways, but
Oh god. No.
I think I probably should have thought better of you. Hmm?
Very doubtful.
Oh, you know me, cynical old Tarbek.
Without a doubt.
I was afraid they were going to kidnap and kill me the entire time I was there, even kind of when I was a god, but
Kaw's just gonna kind of like give Navira another squeeze and in the Raven Queen's voice say, "Mine."
Say what? Sorry?
Mine. One of the 2 words that the Raven Queen says.
anyway, I'm real tired and at about half my health, so nap time.
As I see it, yes.
I'm going to order something in for dinner.
Oh, Tarbek, fun fact. Your armor stood up to not 1, but 2 of Tiamat's attacks.
Kaw's just gonna kind of tilt her head at that and just say, "I fuck dragons?"
Tarbek will sort of like clench his mouth. He's like, "Oh, you did. All right, then. I'm just gonna go inside and send for a." And then the moment he gets inside and closes the door, he's like, "Yes, suck it, Tiamat."
But yeah. Right, nap time.
Okay. Because of your brief stint as a god, Navira, you can, if you want, you do not have to, because you've already done this once, take a different paladin oath.
Ooh.
You broke your oath to someone who no longer exists. You can continue to be an oathbreaker as a sign of defiance against Zariel and all like her, or you may pick a different oath.
That might be something Navira has to think about during her nap time.
Of course. Everyone else, Navira is home. And seemingly safe, if a little not making some sense. Was a god, met gods. You don't quite know what that means. What would you all like to do?
I mean, we're all clerics here. We've had, well, some of us are clerics. We've had, interesting religious experiences before as well.
We're half clerics here.
Clerics, paladins.
Gayle.
Gayle.
Well, she's got, it's a bit of another story there, but we're not going to talk about that right now. It's only happiness now.
Okay.
Tarbek is going to also need some time to make sense of this, though. But he is going to. I would imagine, he runs an orphanage full of tieflings, and he is going to send a message back to Silence, who is one of his wards, who is also a tiefling of Zariel, and tell her the news.
Okay. They respond confused as that.
Pardon?
Yeah, what do you mean Zariel is gone?
Oh, she's an ex-devil. She no longer exists. Her essence has been scattered to the plains. Kaput.
This, sir, is an ex-archdevil.
That's exactly what I was going for. I'm glad you got that reference.
Who's going to take over? I think it's Bell. Or... That's confusing. Okay. Okay. So...
Yeah, it's probably a good thing that there was a second in command on Avernus. Otherwise, we'd have some blood war problems.
Well, I mean, Asmodeus would just pick someone, but, and might still pick someone different. Okay.
Better not be
So-
Meshko.
She's not a devil.
No.
Okay. I have a couple little post-credit scenes, but...
Do you have as well?
Yeah, so, what would folks like to do before I do my couple little things?
Gayle said she was working on a clock.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to end up being a clock for Navira.
Okay.
So it's a very much, it's sort of like a sort of paladin clock. So it has it's very much metal and, little scorch marks that sort of looks like Navira's armor.
Okay. Excellent.
And she'll just have it wrapped up and ready to go for when Navira wakes up.
Okay. So the other thing I imagine is as Navira is going upstairs and you walk past her room to go into yours, when Navira opens her door, she's hyper focused on just going to bed. She unintentionally steps over your letter, but there is a moment when you could get the letter back very easily if you want to.
Yeah, I think Gayle would try to get it back.
Okay. Can I get a stealth check?
Oh, that thing I'm not good at.
Yeah, but Navira is
have
not very
advantage.
perceptive, and you can...
-1 to perception,
Yeah.
so you'll probably be fine.
Oh, do I have advantage?
Why not?
Yeah. Kaw just gives it to you all the time.
It's a dirty 20.
Okay.
Sing it.
Navira kind of walks to her bed, gets it ready, kind of turns around and just sees you standing there, but didn't see you pick anything out, didn't see you put it in your pocket. Would you like to say anything before she goes to bed?
Pleasant dreams. And just back out of the door. Finger guns.
Okay, no.
Yeah, Gayle's being slightly weird, but not that weird. Okay, finger guns out. You go and finish your clock.
She finger guns all the time.
Okay. Kaw. Or Jay, if it wasn't Kaw that was doing the thing, but...
I would actually like to go last, so if Dan has something first.
Okay.
Tarbek is going to sort of on his bed. He's not wearing his armor, not carrying a weapon. He's going to sort of look intently at the Burke skull.
Mhm.
And then he's going to look at the tintype of his son, and then back at the Burke skull. And he's going to kind of stare at it for a while. And then he's going to put the Burke skull... He's going to take the Burke skull and he's going to lift up one of these sort of stones under his house, or at the sort of on this floor, and he's going to hide the birch skull there.
Okay.
And then he's going to sit on his bed and kind of sigh to himself, and then he's going to go to sleep. Because he has also had a pretty exhausting day.
Excellent. Jay.
So, once everyone else has gone inside and has done their respective things, gone to bed, Kaw's going to pick up the discarded plate of cookies and the milk, well, the glass, the milk probably spilled out, look back at the house, and then just kind of have a moment, step away from the house, towards the gate, and just kind of look up at the road, look down at the other end of it, and then look back at the house, and the Kobold King's voice say, "We are splendiferous." Go back inside.
Perfect. Okay. Okay. Post credits. So the first one is
Navira, I'm here to talk to you about the Avengers Initiative.
Vecna shows up. He also only has one eye.
No.
Don't join those. Don't join them. Because the people who they need to get vengeance on, that would be Barcrawl, and I would like that to not happen.
Also, don't join them because that will make you dumb and easy to kill.
Or TFU versus Barcrawl.
Well, Barcrawl's down.
Bit of a level disparity.
Yeah, and Barcrawl's down a member even.
Yeah, and one of them retired.
Nella though. Nella's got like 1 billion confirmed kills. Okay. So post credits, we back in sort of that plain white void. The god who wore the black robes with the spectral face and the beard is nodding, concerned looking at a devil carrying a ruby red scepter and said, "This is absolute bullshit, Lord Ao." Lord Ao says, "Zariel was not a god, and I offered her no protection. What you allow to happen in the hells, Asmodeus, is up to you." And Asmodeus says, "This won't stand." Cut to.
That's so much worse than Zariel.
You have Lord Ao on your side. That's a pretty big deal. So the cut to this weird donut of a city. Rain falls sideways. It's always gray and acidy and gross and sooty. You can see people walking on the ceiling above you and below as Fetch walks into a smoke-filled room. Glinting through the smoke are a set of fangs, the lit end of a cigarette. "Well, report."
Well, miss, the easiest way to put it is, Godhood is some shit.
She says, "Yes, I imagine it is." And smiling, she pulls out a small congealed vial of some kind of red liquid and stares at it, and kind of like a magic trick puts it down her robe sleeve, and she says, "And Navira gave it up."
Yes.
They continue to surprise me. Let's see. Okay, the last one. Cut back to the blonde woman who helped you all defeat Tiamat. She, bloodied and battered, continues to wander through the hells back through the labyrinthine canyons of Tiamat's former domain. Dispatching
Is she healed by Navira's
devils. Yes, but she still looks pretty beat up. And she enters a cavern where Dimweaver and Accurate John stand over an illusory battlefield where it's constantly changing, but you can see 3 individuals keep flashing in and out of existence, and they seem to be fighting a Dracolich and a wizard. And Lita just kind of stares at them, and we'll cut away from there. And then back to the sun rising over the manor house in Waterdeep. Everyone in Task Force Unlikely returned safely. Outros and plugs. Daniel.
Hi. Love this group so much. That's all I really have to say. I plugged this show with all these lovely people. And yeah, that's episode 35, Hell and Back. We went to hell and we came back. My character kind of died. We'll see. You know, that was a great experience. I'm glad I got to play that with you guys, and I'm glad I got to play this whole thing game with you. Because I don't really have much else to say.
Awesome. Liz.
I would like to also plug this game. It's very fun, and I enjoy playing it.
Jay.
Hi, I'm Jay, and I'm also going to plug this show and say that this character has pretty much just been me and Andy enabling each other to get inside just like some fun bullshit.
Yep.
When you picked an Arcanoloth, I was like,
Yeah, that whole trip that someone made to the Prime Plane to know that Navira was already in Avernus, that might have been my fault.
Of course it was.
Of course it was.
Yep.
But other than this show, I will also be here Friday morning, 8 a.m. my time, 3D art at the end. We're either going to continue making stuff in the, little, like, arsenal that I've been working on, or something else.
Awesome.
Come hang out.
All hail the cube.
All hail the cube.
All hail the cube.
Emote win.
Yeah.
All hail the
Soup, add that to the list. Cube emote. And Mira.
Oh no! There we go. Sorry, it looked like I wasn't picking up my. But anyway, hi, I'm Mira. Wasn't that a hell of a payoff for a month of not playing?
Hey, I get it.
Oh, good lord. I would like.
Let's just call that the season break.
Yeah. I would like to plug the show. The fact that I got very close to actually crying. And also that everything that Navira said about TFU was also for all of you guys. So thank you. And yeah, if you want to see cool art, follow me, Twitter, Instagram, Birds Nerds. There's some TFU up there, so if you
Yeah, I
want
was
to see
gonna
what
say
all
there
of
may
these
also
lovely-
be a TFU piece up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to see what all these beautiful players and people look like, then there you go.
I also would like to plug this group and how absolutely amazing you all are. And thank you so much for the perfect found family group. It's amazing, and I here for every single second of it. Watch all of Task Force Unlikely. There's 35 episodes. You can follow me on Twitter if you want. But I'm just here. So follow us on Twitch and YouTube. That's the better place to find me. Star Chasers is on Wednesday. As Jay said, they'll be back in Friday morning for Art at the Inn, 3D Art at the Inn. Sunday is Suburbia. And next episode of Task Force Unlikely, episode 36, is Found Family Matters. Have a great night, everybody.
Aw.